Super Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury. So we just defeated Bowser for the first time, and that unlocked the second major area inside the map. We're going to head on over there and do what is quite literally the longest island, and also probably one of the more time-consuming ones, just because it is, again, literally so long. I think it's actually longer than any of the other islands inside the game, which is fine. It's actually not too bad, but it does have some fun things that we get to do first. So as usual, it has 5 shines. One of them will be the 5 cat fragments, one of them will be the Bowser Fury blocks, and the other 3 are actually fun. So to get up there for the first one, we just have to walk up this pathway and then jump into the clear pipe that we'll see on the right side here. And the first thing that you can do as usual is try to get all 5 cat shards, and also just try to make your way down to the bottom. So this one has some ice, which is really just not very fun in any kind of platformer. Any platformer where you slide around is, in my opinion, the worst thing ever. I hate ice levels in platformers, but we do got the ski boot, or the ski shoes, whatever you want to call them, I guess, and we'll just jump on inside of here. And if you ever need to jump out, you can just run into a wall, and I actually missed this third sprite here, so if you kind of run into a wall there, you won't take damage, you'll just lose your boot. And then you can turn around with the very slow camera angle there, or camera turning speed, and then we can try to pick this up while battling against the floor, which is trying to push us into the spikes. And then if you kind of pay attention, there's a whole lot of these boots and also power-ups everywhere. So if we look behind us there where I just fell down, I can just grab that mushroom, and then I can also grab into this other, or jump into this other boot. The 4th cat shard is on top of that revolving cylinder that I just left, but I'm gonna have to get that later because I missed it, and the 5th one is right on top that I got by some miracle, and then of course the first shine is down here. If you actually got all 5 of the cat shards in correct order, which we can see it kind of on top of the roller pin thing there, then this one would be your second shine, I guess, but whatever. We're gonna head on back to this part of the level and just try to make it this time. So we're gonna hit this ramp and we'll get right on top, try to go around all these weird little rat things and pick it up. Bowser is also annoyingly attacking me, so conveniently I get to send him away by getting another cat shine. But of course, if you want to use Bowser to the best of his abilities, you can see the Fury blocks are right below the lighthouse there. So head on that way if Bowser's coming up for you, just so you don't have to wait around for him later when you actually do decide to get the Fury blocks. So now that Bowser's away, it's never a bad idea to jump on top of the lighthouse here. You get a power-up, you get a hint. I think there's like one power or one lighthouse that I never did go up to the top of. But this is just telling you, hey, Fury blocks, you know. Maybe you have Bowser take a look at them when you can. And that's what we're gonna do next. So the only real trick for these is just wait. It kind of feels that sometimes Bowser spawns really quickly, and sometimes he takes a really long time. To me, when I was playing, it was always when you were wandering around trying to collect things outside of the lighthouses that he would take forever to spawn. But when you're in the lighthouse, he would spawn pretty quick. So I don't know if there's any kind of, trick to that, or if it's just placebo. But whatever it is, if you just wait long enough, he will eventually spawn, and you'll have to use him to destroy those Fury blocks. So that will be the 3rd cat shine that we'll be getting. And I already have enough shines to use that Geiga Bell, but I don't really want to beat the game just yet. So we're going to come on back up, and we can teleport, or I don't think we can teleport yet. We can walk around to the beginning and then just pipe up here and do the blue coin bustle. So blue coins are kind of weird for me because I have horror memories from Super Mario Galaxy 2, where there's that one tree slide level with blue coins or purple coins, I always forget. And that just takes forever to get it done correctly because you miss one little tiny turn and you miss a coin and you're at the bottom and you have 99 out of 100. Luckily, this game isn't nearly that hard, but it does require you to be a little bit precise, especially here. That can be a little bit tricky. And if you miss too many of these, then you're just not going to make it in time. So once we get them all the way down here, if you have collected all of these coins, then that shine should happily spawn. And then we're just going to head on back to the beginning of this island, and then we can kind of walk away a little bit, and that should kind of make this the next sprite pop up for us again. But first we're going to do a little bit of a distraction here. So if we jump off the back and we come on over here, this won't be a sprite, but it'll be a cool kind of cat bell. So we're going to grab the Bob-omb and then blow up all of these question blocks, and then we can either use the cat or wall jump up them. And there's going to be a box here which will give us another power-up, and also more question blocks that we can ground pound, and that'll send us way up here. And this might be the first time you've seen this one in this level, or in this game here, and that's just a special cat suit that we have. So once you ground pound with the cat suit, you get a whole bunch of coins. Now unfortunately, coins aren't super useful in Bowser's Fury. When you get 100 coins, Bowser Jr. will give you a power-up, so if you're desperate for power-ups, that can be useful. So if you really need them, I guess you could find this upgrade and then jump up here, or any other high location, and if you turn around and ground pound off the edge, you'll get a truckload of coins. But once you're done having fun with that, we'll come on back up and do Key to the Cat Shine. So this one is, I'm going to skip most of it, we're just going to head on back to the very end, which we've seen a bunch of times already. And then I'm going to show the whole walk backwards. So I guess I actually sped it up. But anyway, I took my sweet time, so here it is at like 600% speed. Forgot I did that. Thought I cut it out. And the key is all the way here at the end. And now that we are able to pick up the key, we're going to pick a path that is on the right side to us right here. And we're just going to follow this all the way back up. So the chance of Bowser spawning while you're doing this are pretty high, so you're probably going to have to deal with the fireballs and the things falling from the sky while you're carrying this key. If you fall off and you touch the water with the key disappears. It's possible that an enemy could hit you and you could like throw the key off the cliff like I could have done there. And you just kind of want to be a little bit cautious of how you're handling this key, because you do have to hold down the X key, I think, the X button, as if you're, because you're holding an item. And you can't really run because of that. Or if you do run, you're going to let go and throw the key first and then start running. So it's kind of an annoying control scheme. But once we get up to this part, we can kind of go the normal way. And Bowser's still going to spawn, but that's okay. We can follow these coins. I think we get like a clap cheer if we pick up all of them, which I did not do. Here's a couple of more blocks we can jump on. And then we just want to stick to the sides here. Be careful not to get hit by all those spikes. And once we make it to the cage, that'll be it for this lighthouse.